Alright, it was 14 karat gold, which I encorded with silver. I did nitric acid boils until all the silver was dissolved out of the gold. The reason for doing that is you pull out any other base metals with the silver, leaving behind pure gold. Now, this gold now is pure, and it's dissolving in hydrochloric acid mixed with nitric acid. It's called aqua regia. When this is done dissolving, we'll filter it and move on to the next process. Alright. Here we have our gold solution. It's very hot. And what we need to do here is add a few ingredients. The first thing we want to add is a little bit of sulfuric acid. And the reason we want to do this is to neutralize any excess nitric acid that's still in here. We only add a very tiny bit until it stops fuming. I'm putting a real small amount at a time. That's kind of looking good. Get a check. Yep, I don't see any orange fumes. Next thing I'm going to add is a few drops of sulfuric acid. What that'll do is precipitate out any lead that might be present. A couple drops. It's hot, you gotta be careful. Okay. Looking good, looking good. Last thing I'm gonna add is some ice cubes made out of distilled water. For a few reasons. Cool down the solution. It'll help precipitate out any possible silver chloride. And it'll help dilute the solution. Gold drops out of diluted solution better than it does hot or condensed solution. That should be good enough. We're not dealing with a lot here. Now we're going to filter the solution. and I'll probably run it through the filter more than once. It looks like we did get a little bit of silver chloride. It got more of a like neonish yellow tint rather than a deep gold tint. So that's good. Get that out of here. Yep, I can see it in the filter. Alright, so I'm going to filter this 2 or 3 times and we'll get back to the next part. Alright, so after filtering, we see there's just a few little specks. Stupid thing. Couple little specks. So we did a good job. Now we've got our solution. Extremely clear. Absolutely perfect. Now the silver that we used to incord the gold, I'm recovering right here. It's plating out on this copper. So you don't lose any of your metal. You get all that back. Alright. Now we're going to add the chemical to pull the gold back out of solution, purified. Alright. Alright. Always when you're doing this, you want to verify. So the first thing I'm going to do is a stannous chloride test. What stannous chloride is, it is muriatic acid, hydrochloric acid, mixed with tin. Alright, we're going to put a piece of filter paper down in the solution, and we're going to put a drop of stannous chloride on there, and that will let us know what is in solution. This color here indicates that there is gold in the solution. So we have verified. I'll take that off. And after we drop the gold out, we'll do another test to see if there's still gold in solution or if we got it all out. Now, the chemical we use to get the gold out of aqua regia is sodium metabisulfite, or in other words, stump out. Now, if you're going to use it, you make sure it's from Bonide. There's other ways to do this, but this is the way that I do it. Now, we're going to see the solution change color. And once it clears up, the gold should be sitting at the bottom of the beaker. It's already changing color. I don't want to add a lot. I like watching it change over. I could have just put a big scoop in there and did it all at once, but it's fun to watch. There we go. Now I'll dump it in a little quicker. Good indicator when you're done is you'll see a little bit of white foam come out of the top. Just about. That should be good. Yep, liquid's getting clear. You can actually see gold forming on the top there. But usually it all falls down to the bottom, which I'm scared to tilt this. So we're not going to do that right now. I'll show you later. What you do now is you just let this set for a little while and everything will settle out to the bottom of the beaker. So we'll be back in a few minutes when this settles out. Alright, we've let this settle for a little bit. We're going to cant off the liquid. Well, like I said first, let's verify if the gold is all out of solution with a stannous chloride test. We have no color whatsoever. So all the gold has come out of solution. We're going to cant that off. And then what I'm going to do now is a series of boils. You can't see it, can you? We'll get there in a minute. So what I'm going to do is boil it 2 times in distilled water and then 1 time in hydrochloric acid. After the hydrochloric acid boil, there you go. After the hydrochloric acid boil, I'll do an ammonia boil. The hydrochloric acid will get rid of any chemicals, and then the ammonia will scrub off the acid. And then I'll boil it again in distilled water again to clean off the ammonia. God damn, that shit stank. Woo! And down in there, we have our gold. So, I'm gonna, as stated, boil it in distilled water 2 times. Damn, boy. Let me crack this open again. Alright, so after I give this a few boils, distilled water, hydrochloric acid, and then ammonia, and then water again, and I'll show you what it looks like. Alright y'all, I'm back. We're officially on our last boil. I'll show you what it looks like. Down here. That is some really beautiful gold right there. Look at that color. That's beautiful. Alright, when you're canting this off, you can get some that kind of floats on the surface due to the surface tension. You just squirt a little, squirt, and it'll fall back out, fall back down on the bottom. Okay, so next week I'm going to be doing a little more. So for right now, I'm not going to do nothing with this. I'm not going to melt it up or nothing. I'm going to add it with this piece here. And the other stuff that I do. On the next video, I will show the inquartation process and how to purify the gold. I didn't feel like filming all that earlier, so I didn't. This was just a quickie on how to get the gold in solution and back out of solution once you have purified it. Next, I'll show you how to inquart it. And then what we will do is we will refine this button and this stuff and the other batch that I'm going to show you how to inquart, and also these gold foils. So we'll do a double refining on everything and just do it all in one batch. Alright, that's how we'll do that. And drop some comments if there's any kind of highlights you would prefer to see when I do the next video, so I can maybe make it user friendly. Yeah, that's a real beautiful color right there. It's a damn shame the camera's having issues, but yeah, that's pretty. Alright, so we will catch you guys on the next video where we will inquart I guess 4 grams of gold. We'll inquart it, we'll purify it, we will aqua regia it again, go through this process again, and then we'll put it all together, and we will dissolve it all again and filter it all again, and we'll put it all together into one batch. Alright, I hope you enjoyed. Y'all be easy.